The trial began with the Crown laying out its case against a 93-year-old auto parts tycoon, with the prosecution saying that it will without a doubt prove that all of these alleged incidents happened without consent. And we have to point out that Frank Stronach has denied all of the allegations against him. Now, we did hear from one of the accusers, the first to take the stand. She spent hours testifying about an alleged sexual assault that she says happened about 45 years ago, telling the court it left her feeling dirty, horrified, and humiliated. The first complainant to take the stand is now a 66-year-old woman who claims she was sexually assaulted by Frank Stronach in the early 1980s during a birthday celebration at a Toronto restaurant that was owned by the accused. The woman, who cannot be identified due to a publication ban, testified that she met Stronach while working at Woodbine Racetrack and soon after took a job with him as a horse groomer at a farm north of Toronto. On the night in question, the complainant testified she was wearing a gray knit dress and nylons with her underwear on top of the pantyhose to help keep them up. She told the court she was out with work friends and they chose Stronach's bar, hoping for a staff discount. The complainant says she was surprised when the big boss suddenly appeared at the table holding a bottle of champagne, saying at the time she was not drinking for religious reasons but may have had a sip. It's something she can't really recall. The next thing the complainant remembers was being on the dance floor with Stronach, testifying, "I was feeling woozy. I didn't seem to have control of my body. I was discombobulated." She then went into graphic detail of the alleged sexual assault, claiming, "He's got his arm wrapped around me and his other hand in my crotch. I felt his finger directly inside me. I recall it being painful. I recall pushing back." According to the complainant, the last thing she remembers is being pushed into a booth where the assault continued before suddenly waking up on her back, staring into a ceiling mirror, allegedly being raped by the accused. The 66-year-old woman described being confused and scared, eventually realizing she was in a penthouse condo on Toronto's waterfront. And she went on to testify, "I would never have consented to any kind of sexual interaction with an old man, especially a married one." Stronach has pled not guilty to all 12 charges. Now, this is a judge-alone trial, so things may happen a little differently. We did not hear opening arguments from Stronach's defense team, but the complainant did undergo some cross-examination. So Stronach's lawyer brought up past statements the complainant made to police, including the very first one back in 2015. She also brought up interviews the complainant conducted with media outlets and journalists over the years, sort of pointing out that a lot of the statements just don't align and different things were said at different times. I can tell you for the defense, there was a big focus on timing of when this alleged sexual assault actually happened, and there was also a lot of focus on memory gaps. Now, cross-examination is expected to continue on Friday. The Crown says all 7 complainants are expected to take the stand, and this trial is expected to last about 4 weeks. Outside the University Avenue Courthouse, Shauna Hunt, City News.